the first thing that ran through my mind besides the word wow was the future. From the moment we started dating, I saw it all, baby. I saw the kids, I saw the house, I saw the dog.
He went to prison.
I remember the very first moment I ever saw Amy. I still remember it, and I remember in my head just going, wow.
Can I be honest in my answer?
Yes. I said I love you first.
Yes, I was a little resistant at first. So when Julian told me that he loved me, I was like, thank you. I thought Julian was gay.
Everybody does. That's how I won him over. I'm like, come into the friend zone. I'm your gay friend zone. And then wham! I'm straight. At the time we actually both were dating someone, but I was just like, whoa. But then I saw her and I'm like, oh, there's Amy. And I'm like, now all of a sudden I'm single. I'm like, yeah. And so I'm doing the whole lone wolf, like zeroing in on the thing, whatever you want to call it. And then I straight up asked her, want to make out. Even Mama says it's named after me. Your daughter is the most amazing thing I've ever
Fighting, but the best thing is
I'm very grounded, loyal, very trustworthy, very super reliable.
He started cheating on his wife Amy in front of me.
I always think I'm right. I will fight to the teeth, and I love to argue.
We're finally discussing the smoothie, and Julian's like so protective of it or something, like, and he gets so mad if I don't drink it, so I'm like always afraid to talk to him about it.
What's the point of making her a fruit smoothie every day if she doesn't drink it? There's one in the fridge right. You didn't like it?
No, it's interesting.
Damn it! Nothing! Nothing makes you happy?
It does. It's just weird. It's like a cookies and cream fruit smoothie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting tasting.
Just for the sake of arguing, just because that's kind of my nature. It's not something I chose to be. It's just something I am.
And he does that with me too.
He chooses to hurt people. That's the lifestyle he chose to live. He is registered as a sex offender. Julian is a master manipulator.
Like when we first met, I was like head over heels in love, just like a little baby. Like I was like her little puppy dog, and she fought it. She didn't want to. Yeah, she didn't want to be with me at first. But I'm very persistent. Like I don't give up. That's one of my qualities. I'm persistent. Yes. And so I was very persistent, and I finally convinced her to fall in love with me because I'm just that awesome.
He is one of a kind, that guy.
But I'm all alone. Julian didn't have a jacket, so he had to go buy one, and the place that he went to didn't have one his size. So he's not here. I'm basically chilling by myself. How was your day, baby?
Not talking to you.
He wanted to ride with his beginner friend, and me and Julie didn't want to, so we went on our own. And
left me all by myself.
Now he's all sad and mad for like a half hour.
All by myself.
But what'd you do, baby?
I was all by myself.
And what'd you do? What'd you go on?
I was all by myself.
And he went on a double diamond. That's what's up.
All by myself. Bad at her, so I'm doing this. Nope, you left me alone.
But I'm all alone.
And so no, he has never expressed remorse or regret, because I don't think in his sociopathic mind he actually is capable of understanding what he does is not okay. He and Amy invited me to go to the city, to Seattle, to see a concert and to get a feel for the city. You know, that's why I was coming out there. I went to live in the city. I stayed in a hotel room with Amy and Julian that their friends had booked. It was called Hotel Seattle.
We just discovered the worst hotel in Seattle. It's called Hotel Seattle. Don't ever go there. We're going there because our friends booked this kind of outing for us for our Chevelle night, and let's just say it's more of an affordable option, so don't want to sound like a total snob, but I don't think I'll ever go back there again.
When we got there, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep. There was an armchair by the window, so I was like, I'll just sleep in the chair. Julian and I were up a little bit later than her, and you know, just like talking, and you know, we're cousins, getting to know each other. Like, we had a fun night, you know, it was cool meeting all their friends and seeing different parts of the city.
So I love having my cousin in town because she's from like the East Coast, and they say wicked all the time, like wicked cool. And I went to Maine like years ago with Benji, and when I got back from that trip, I couldn't stop saying wicked, so she's gonna bring it back in my vernacular here pretty soon. Everything's wicked cool, right?
Totally wicked.
Wicked, I love that. Today we went and took Val out to a national treasure. And we're having some drinks. Exciting night, right? Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, I gotta go to sleep, I'm exhausted. So I went to sleep in the armchair, and I was kind of like curled up in a little bit of a ball, as you would be, you know, sleeping in an armchair. I fell asleep, and I was like, you know, maybe 2 feet away from Amy. I woke up to hands going down my top and touching my breasts. And then the hands moved from my breasts down to my pants. And because I was around all the rest of my family all the time, that meant I had to be around him a lot of the time. And so I sucked it up and put on a brave face and pretended like everything was fine for a really long time.
Fair skin. Who does Val look like?
The world deserves to know. Women deserve to know. People should probably keep their children away from him. Because he's not a good guy. He's a liar. He's a narcissist. He's a whole lot of negative things.
I don't feel bad about it. Dark as death.
He picked me up and he put me face first against the brick wall. And he had his arm over my back, up near my shoulder blades. And I remember hearing him fiddle around with his pants and squatting down like he was going to put his penis inside of me. What is a little tarnish on your name when you go around tarnishing people's lives? For what? It's not just me. He's already gone to jail for it before. My case isn't the only case against him right now, and that's not my place to talk about the other cases, and so I'm not going to, and when the time is right, other people can. But it is my job to let the world know his name and who he is, and maybe out of all of this, if I can help one other girl, one other person see that he's just so full of shit with everything that he says and does. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody except for himself. Maybe somebody else won't get hurt.